Tradies, get the lights this morning. We're going to talk tradies in real estate, in property management, and how to spot.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Cleo Whitty, expert
Good
property
morning.
manager. How are you?
I'm good. I've got my really bright shirt on this morning, bit of Christmas spirit.
It's fruity. It's fruity. It's fruity.
It-
Hey, you're a big African. You're a big user of tradies. Your job involves a bucket load of tradies to facilitate, help maintain the assets for clients. So you're looking after lots and lots of rental properties for clients, and there has to be upkeep. So you've got a really good stable of tradies. So this morning you're a great person to talk about it.
Yeah, I think I talk to tradies more than anyone in my job, more than tenants and owners. We have a lot of conversations regarding properties and jobs that need to be done. And we have some trade people that we use, good local guys, and that have been with us for over 20 years. And that is so helpful because you really need to rely on their expertise because I can't do everything.
Yeah, and you know what? I observe and see you guys and working with the tradies and stuff, and I've got to say the value that these guys offer to a landlord and to a property manager is just unbelievable. And it's amazing. And you mentioned off air the community that you've got of these tradies. They all actually know each other. They all work with each other. They all get along really well. Can you talk about that a little bit, like that community of tradies that's around you?
Yeah, look, a lot of the trades that I know, I mean, my husband's a tradie. I work with tradies for over 15 years. They're all good family people around the Northern Beaches. It's often that jobs will cross over. They help each other out. They recommend people when you're doing a job you've not dealt with before. And it's just a beautiful thing because it just all works. And at the end of the day, they're also in the business of helping people, whether it be an elderly lady who's trapped in a garage or, a unit that's flooded and, you need the plumber to come straight away. You've even got the sparkies that have to do major jobs, not just light bulbs and things. And you're like, as a property manager, you need to have people around you that can support you in that because you've also got the tenant, you've got the owner, and you have to get things done so quickly. Having that support is very, very helpful, and it comes with the agency, that you're with.
It's a real ecosystem, hey?
It is, and they're just all wonderful people like that. You could call up and don't even need a job. You just like, hey, I've got this issue. What do you think I could do about that? He'll go, oh yeah, I know a guy. He can do the roof, or he can do this, or whatever. Like it makes our job as property managers so much more easier. And we've even, with property that I manage out of area, I've sometimes called agents that have local people that they also have that community and trust, and they recommend people, and we build a relationship. I got a property in Blacktown where the local plumber around that area, not that our plumber that we use wouldn't go there, but if it's really an emergency, you need someone there quick, we have a relationship with him now, and he's great. He goes specifically just to that property.
So if you're a tradie that can do real estate work, you're a bit of a weapon, I guess, because you're sort of trialed and proven, hey, with prices, with efficiency and stuff like that.
Yeah, and dealing with the tenants, it's not just the owner. You're dealing with tenants. You need access. A lot of the time these guys are also in that customer service field because they have to appease the tenant, because sometimes it's something that's really annoying and they know how to approach it and they do things quickly. They don't book something in 3 days later. It's usually always the same day. You know, I have this, I need this done, and they have to do it that day.
Now, how would you spot a great tradie? So if you need to get work done, how do you know, mate, that guy's a winner?
One, they answer the phone and they you know, ask you about the problem. You know, it's not usually just the office that you ring and they just book you in. A lot of the trades that I use, I just call them direct on their mobile. They pick up straight away and we're already, you know, getting this job sorted just by talking about it over the phone. That's probably my number one. I do understand people get busy and things can go to voicemail, or they might, you know, the bigger guys out of area might shuffle you off to an email address. Not our tradies. They'll always pick up the phone and they'll go, yep, what's the issue? And then we follow up the paperwork side of it after the call.
And then I find what I love is they're like, yep, I'm ready. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, what now? They go, yep. They're like, oh my God. So one of my, and I know you're not allowed to have your favourites, the citywide plumbing, and Deegan
Citywide master
has
plumbing.
been doing our plumbing. What is it?
Citywide master plumbing. Yeah.
So, okay. Now, how long has Deegan been doing our plumbing for at Novak?
Oh, longer than I've been at Novak, you know, and he's probably been, you know, doing plumbing double even longer than that. He's an absolute weapon. He's, you know, he's our favorite, one of our favorite tradies. There's never a job that he hasn't helped with or given advice on if he couldn't, but it's very rare if Deegan can't fix it.
And I love his memory. Like, this is a guy that will tell us about his memory. Isn't it amazing?
Thousands, 1,500 rental properties. He remembers the tenants. He remembers the unit blocks. He knows all the strata. It's insane. And I might have sent him to a job 3 years ago, and he'll be like, oh, yeah, that's the one with da-da-da-da, and he rattles off, and you're just like, yes, that's the property.
It just makes life so much easier. And you know what else? I think it's also nice you don't have to look over your shoulder. When you these great tradies that we use, you just know that they can be trusted in someone's home. You know they can be trusted with pricing, and not having to do, you know, overdo work. And they're really just good people. I think from a value perspective, from a landlord, I think that alone pays for agents' management fees. Just the fact that we put the right people in the right place at the right time for the right price when it comes to getting work done, we would save owners thousands a year. You know, having to get 2, 3, 4 people through, get quotes, they don't do a proper job, you're really leaving yourself open. So I think property management services is almost rendered free when you look at that suite of great tradies that property managers have.
Definitely. And it's the majority of our work. I mean, we collect rent. Yes, we inspect property, but the maintenance side is really quite huge in our day to day. And our tradies don't charge, you know, an after call out fee, you know, if it's late at night, because, you know, they can talk the tenant through it over the phone and things like that, where most will charge double. You pay double for someone to go out there after 6 o'clock, or tradie time after 5 o'clock, you know, whereas our guys, they don't slap on that fee, you know, and they do, if they're in the area, which they are because they live in, you know, work on the northern beaches, and they're just driving past a job, a lot of the time they'll look at it and tell you what's needed, and they don't charge anything. Like, they've just, because they've been there, or they're on their way home, and they'll go, oh yeah, you're gonna need a tree lopper for that, or, you know, and that's priceless as well, because if you have to research someone to go out there, there is no such thing as free quotes anymore. Quotes cost money. It's a call out fee.
That's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, and that, you know, I understand if, you know, you've had a bad experience. Sometimes an owner will say, look, I want 2 quotes. That's fine. But you can't expect that. Tradies are going to charge to write you up a written quote. These guys are working flat chat all day, And a lot of them, computer skills isn't their forte, and coming home and typing up a gigantic quote for you to compare, they're just like, oh my God, this is so much trouble.
Look, it's the oldest trick in the book, because if you're going to get a qualified tradesperson to your property, it's going to cost you money. And if you're going to get them back to do the job, it's going to cost you double. So if they can, what I think the secret of a good trade is, they know what they're going into, and they actually have the equipment and the stuff on board on their truck to do the job, and then they'll ring the quote through on the spot and do the job on the spot. Because if you've got to go back, it's going to cost you double. So I think a great tradie, and you know, people won't realise, but a great tradie knows that, reads that play before they've got to the property. They've got everything with them. They've done their, you know, either they've done their trips to Bunnings already, or they've already got it on board, and they get it fixed fast. Like with Deegan, our plumber, for instance, he's really, really inexpensive for his call out, but you're not going to have to get 2 or 3 call outs out of him, because he's got to come back. He'll have everything on board. He's a weapon.
Yeah, and he might do one tap washer in the kitchen and go, oh, there was another one in the bathroom needed doing. He just does it, you know, without having to come back 3 or 4 times. Like you said, it is really helpful and beneficial to our clients. They also work through the Christmas holidays. So if you do have a tenant that has something that's needed, you know, we're always available. Our trades are always available, which again is really, really important. You're not just getting a sub guy that's just going to, you know, fill in and just do the bare minimum. They're all on board. And yeah, we love our tradies.
And that's why tradies get the ladies.
That's
why
right.
tradies get the ladies. So Claire, thanks so much for coming on the show today and telling us your real life stories about tradies, and well done to all the tradies out there. I think they're an absolute army and weapon of people, and I want to acknowledge them, eh?
Yeah, and they're in the list. If you need a good tradie, follow our subscription on the list, our magazine, and it has everybody on there too.
They're all in there. Have a great day.
Bye.
Thanks, see ya.
Yeah.
Bye.